Okay, so I think I figured out where I was going wrong. I redid the puzzle. I messed around with these.
This decoration appears to be firmly fastened.
I don't know if this one moves. I don't think this one does. But these do. So
This leg is not well attached.
I can never catch it right. Okay. Now, there's one at the bottom, I think.
Could the screw be slightly loose? Could...
No, stop. Just pull it. I can never catch this.
Could the...
Oh my god.
Could the screw be slightly... Could the screw be...
Every time I click it, he does that. I'm trying to turn it. I'm not trying to listen to you talk.
Could this...
It's moving, but it won't. There it goes. No.
Good. It should be possible to open the wooden panel.
Okay. Now, turn that around. And open it.
Look! A key.
Okay, now.
This could be useful.
What's this?
This code probably has something to do with the mechanism above the clock.
So that means 1, 2, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 2.
This code probably...
Okay. Let's get up there. Okay, so we use the clock key.
The central cock is blocked.
I know that. So we'll put this one over here to the second one. And then this one in the middle. This one. Now can I use the key?
The central cock is...
It's still blocked. I think this one was over here.
I definitely need an object to make these cocks turn.
What?
I definitely need an object to make these cocks turn. I definitely...
What? Why can't I move it? I have the key and it won't turn. Oh gosh. Do this one. Okay. Now undo this one. Ah, see. Okay. And then do the middle.
Ah! Something clicked on the front of the clock.
Okay. And now that's open.
A new lock has appeared. What does it open?
Do I do this? Ah! Alright, so we got it. We got it now. So that's that puzzle. There's a piece.
This could be useful.
Okay, let's look at it.
Betty, I enjoyed a wonderful evening in your company, and I hope that we will see each other again very soon. D. My dearest Betty, I know that your art is already spoken for, but you are the most beautiful dancer I have ever had the pleasure of meeting, and I am impatient to see you again. Adrian.
Oh, she had two men on the side. What was her other boyfriend's name? Donald Fraser. And then the other one is Adrian. Scandal. Alright, so we know that she had two boyfriends. She loved being courted. Next objective, listen to Betty's record. Alright. How do we do that? Is it over here somewhere? Am I missing something? Listen to Betty's record.
A records.
Okay. I guess it's not up here. So let's get out of here. Yeah, it's not up here. Let's go. Go to the gramophone. Thinking. Oh my god, another puzzle. Key.
Let us see. What is this cupboard hiding?
Yes. Oh my god, what is this?
This looks like solfège.
Not a music person. not in that regard. I mean, like that much into it. Let's. Oh wait, is there?
I cannot open it. It looks like the mechanism is blocking it.
Okay, so press the button.
That doesn't work. I must have forgotten a step.
Okay, well, dude, I can't help you. Okay, so maybe. Why is our stuff like a puzzle? Why is all of her stuff? She was very.
That doesn't work. I must have forgotten a step.
She was very secretive about her music.
That doesn't work. I must have forgotten a step.
Well. Okay, let's take a look at this again. Hmm. 2, 4, 6, 8. What do I use? Maybe I need to get out of this. Okay. We need to look around some more.
Family photos and files. Family photo. Their home is modest, but the Barnards are definitely music lovers.
Okay. So after many moments of annoyance, I played around with this. I feel so dumb. And there's a compartment here. Duh.
First of all, I have to take the ender.
Take it. Okay. Oh, and I did look up what solfège is, and I feel dumb about that too.
There is bound to be a clue somewhere.
Because that's just do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So how does this go? I can't remember the puzzle. I don't remember. I don't remember what I saw. Oh, that's perks of getting old. Sometimes you can unsee some things. Some things you cannot. Okay, so we need to do times 2 plus 2, 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1.
This looks like solfège. This looks like solfège. There is probably a link with what I saw in the drawer.
How? 4 and 4. 32, 16. Okay. Alright, so let's go back there. Do the drawer. I still don't remember what I saw, but we're just gonna guess at it.
There is bound to be a clue somewhere.
We're gonna guess at it because I can't. Every time I go away from it, I can't remember what I saw. So let's try this. Okay, so this one doesn't move. It equals that. So that wouldn't make that. So this and this. I wish I could remember notes, but I can't. Oh my god, my piano teacher would shoot me right now. Because I did take chorus too. And this has some kind of thing to do with sight singing. wish I could remember. But I can't. I can't remember. I mean, that's definitely not going to be a part of it. Is it? So we need to do something to do Joe. Remy. There we go.
I heard the sound of a mechanism being triggered.
So that's the solution to that. I think it was like a 1 plus. It was the 1, 2, 2, the 4 over 4 thing that was up there, or something like that. I don't know. Okay, I heard a click. So I think that was this. Oh shoot! Oh my god, what is this? He's not gonna give me a hint on this one, is he? He is not gonna give me a clue. So there's letters on this too? I think I need to use a hint for this one. I can't. If you get stuck, open the pause menu and select use a clue. Turn on automatic Hercule Poirot will execute the action to provide you with an indication to help you progress. The help icon needs to recharge before being used again. Okay. What? Okay, so the middle is 8. 6. No. 5. 4. Come on. Let's do B. We'll try 1-8B. 2. Oh. I can't possibly be expected to know this on the spot. And this is how you solve the mystery, by guessing. Back to 0. Okay, let's try the next letter. C. And yeah, I can't remember the sheet of paper. I'm having a lot of trouble remembering what it said. There's just too much going on for my eyes right now. It's getting late. Just want to finish this case. it. It's gonna make me look at it again. E? Six, seven, eight, nine, 0. What am I missing? Oh, you know what? Wait a minute. 7AT. Oops. Whoops. That would have taken me all year. Just get there. Just get there. Oh my gosh, come on, please. Why do I have to go letter per letter? This is painful.
I just have to put the record on the gramophone and start it.
10 years later. Now, oh wait, no, I don't want to look at that anymore. Get up here. Come on.
It looks like something goes in here.
We know that. The crank. Okay. This is like the longest puzzle of the game. Seriously. Put the music on.
That doesn't work. I must have forgotten a step.
What? Oh.
That doesn't work. I must have forgotten a step.
Do you crank it first? I don't remember how gramophones work. Okay, now can I move the needle? What? Do I pull up the needle? Or...
That doesn't work.
Well, how do you put the record on?
That doesn't work. I must have forgotten a step.
Why does this have to be so difficult? I wound it.
That doesn't work. I must have forgotten a step.
It won't let me pull up the needle. Pull up the needle. There's gotta be something. What's this? Oh. I need to turn it on. Now, put the record on. Oh my god, put the record on. There, now we can listen. Push the button. Do I really have to do it from this side? These open drawers and doors are really bothering me. Now. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Donald. We're in the middle of recording.
Sorry, Betty, but it's not wise. The doctor said you should rest your voice.
You're such a killjoy sometimes.
Ooh.
Betty was such a good singer.
It's true. Did she have any problem with her throat?
Yes, she had to be careful with her voice. Of course she didn't follow the doctor's advice. If Don didn't insist, she... Well, it's too late for all that now.
That's actually pretty sad. Now what?
I've finished with this subject.
Okay. Now what? Let's look here. Oh, probably have to talk to her. Yep. Continue questioning Megan.
It looks like this woman is single, but she has feelings for someone.
Her boyfriend. No wedding ring. Betty and Donald. And a necklace.
She's looking so intensely at this photo. But is it really a sister that she's studying in this manner?
No, it's not. She lusted after her boyfriend. Whoops. Where am I going? Where am I going?
They made the perfect couple, am I correct?
Yes, in a way. She was pretty and he...
Well?
He's a bright man, with a promising career ahead of him. He would have made Betty a good husband. He was always attentive and generous. Oh, a true gentleman.
I hear a note of envy in your voice.
You must have heard wrong.
No, I didn't.
You have not mentioned Donald's jealousy.
There's nothing to say.
Lies! Just ask her to cooperate.
I am not your enemy, Mademoiselle Bernard.
And you are not my friend either, Mr. Poirot, sir.
Yes, but your lies are not helping Mr. Fraser, or you for that matter. I know that Fraser was jealous, but I wonder why you feel the need to protect him.
Protect him? I hope you're not suggesting...
That you are Fraser's accomplice? There is nothing to suggest that, at least not yet. It would appear that your sister's murder is the second in a series that we have to stop as quickly as possible. The first was in Andover, and the same as your sister, the murderer sent me a letter informing me that a crime would be committed in that town. Now can I count on your honesty?
Yes, you have my confidence, Mr. Poirot.
Oh my God.
Don is a quiet and sensitive young man. Slightly reserved, too. And as is often the case with reserved people, when he flew into a temper, he completely lost control. He could be so violent. Betty was frightened.
And when was this?
The first time was about a year ago. But they rowed more recently. Donald found out that Betty had lied to him. She said she was going out with a girlfriend, but she went out for dinner with a married man. It was an awful scene. She told him that until they were married, she was free to go with whoever she pleased. Donald turned quite pale and started shaking and kept saying one day...
Well?
He'd commit murder.
What? Oh my God. Oh. Ask if she fears Donald's a suspect. Ask if Donald really could have killed Betty. Feel like this one.
So you were afraid that he would become our main suspect? I know that Fraser was jealous, but I wonder why you feel the need to protect him.
Exactly. Had you not told me about the case, I would never have dared to tell you about this little matter. Don loved Betty with all his heart. I can't imagine for one instant that he would hurt her.
Very good, Mademoiselle Barnard. Thank you for your help.
Okay, so...
Fraser is at the Ginger Cat. The police haven't spoken to him, but they want to.
Très bien, Hastings. Let's see him now. Au revoir, mademoiselle. My deepest condolences to your parents.
Of course, Mr. Poirot. And don't be too hard on Don. He's more fragile than he looks.
If you say so. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Wait, I gotta put the puzzle together first. What had Betty planned to do with her evening? She was seeing other men as well as Donald. Betty used to go out a great deal. She probably planned to meet someone that evening. There were a lot of visitors. Unaccompanied guests. Victim has marks on the neck. Betty lied to Donald what she was planning to do the day before. Maybe. No. Okay, so Betty used to go on a great deal. She was seeing other men as well as Donald. And the unaccompanied guest to the Ginger Cat. No. So which ones are wrong? She lied. And she planned to meet someone. And she used to go she was seeing other men. Yes! Betty lied to Donald because she had a date with another man. Did Betty know her assailant? No. victim has marks on the neck. The man seduced Betty before taking her to the beach to be strangled.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
What? Again? What is Megan Barnard's behavior hiding? She really liked Don Fraser. And Megan loved her sister. Megan is an intelligent woman. Megan kept looking at the photo of Donald and Betty. Megan has a soft spot for Donald. Did Megan Barnard have a motive for killing her sister? No. That doesn't have anything to do with it. Has to be... maybe that she was a good singer? No? Okay. Because... because she was seeing other men. Megan was jealous of Betty. Question Donald Fraser, so we need to go. I don't need to see this right now. What else do we need to ask? That. Okay. So we need to go talk to him. I don't know what part this is on right now. I know I had to cut it because it's pretty long. This is the longest case that I've had so far.
You've seen Fraser, Hastings. What is your feeling?
He's a big chap. Fragile isn't exactly the word that springs to mind. I talked to his landlady before seeing him. She went to bed at 11. Fraser wasn't home yet.
Bien. Megan Barnard said he is a reserved character but with a nasty temper. We will see if this is the case.
Alright. Okay, let's go talk to him. He's the whiskey drinker.
How do you do, Mr. Fraser?
You're Hercule Poirot. Mr. Hastings said you wanted to speak to me.
Yes. I know that it may not be the right time, but I would like to ask you a few questions. This man looks suspicious.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Donald Fraser is in a terrible state, as if he hadn't slept all night. And he's drinking White Horse.
Mm-hmm. What you got to say?
Leave me alone.
right. No, not gonna happen.
Tell me that it's a mistake. That Betty isn't dead.
Sadly, your lady friend has been murdered, Mr. Fraser.
Oh, Betty, if only you'd listened.
Did you visit Betty yesterday afternoon?
No, I haven't seen Betty for 2 days.
Lies.
I was at the office yesterday afternoon.
Can you prove that?
Of course. But why this question? Betty died yesterday evening, didn't she?
Yesterday, a guest came to the Ginger Cat alone and ordered a White Horse whiskey, and by the look of it, you also appear to be fond of this brand.
Yes, it's a good whiskey and not cheap. I only drink it on special occasions. Or tragic ones.
I understand. Do you know what Betty's plans were yesterday evening?
She said she was having dinner with her sister.
Yet, Megan only returned to Bexhill this morning, Mr. Fraser.
I didn't know.
Right. May I ask you what you were doing yesterday evening?
I spent the evening working.
Your colleagues can confirm this?
No, I often take work home with me.
A likely story. You don't have an alibi, buddy.
Therefore, you have no alibi, Mr. Fraser.
That's right. But that doesn't make me a murderer, Mr. Poirot.
Of course it doesn't.
I would like you to leave now, please.
I'm not done.
Ah, I knew I'd find you here, Poirot. I thought the victim's young man was here.
Yes, is all yours, Chief Inspector. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Alright, little gray cells. Let's see. Did Donald have a motive for Betty's murder? 2 murders were premeditated. Carried out by the same murderer. Well, his motive is that he doesn't have an alibi. And he was very much in love with Betty. No. Yeah, he was violent. And huh. So he didn't. He doesn't have a motive. Maybe that she used to go out a lot? Oh yeah. Donald had a motive for killing Betty. Jealousy. Does Donald have an alibi? No. He doesn't. Donald may have been at the beach and have killed Betty. Does Donald have a motive for all the murders? No, he doesn't. She had marks on her neck? No. Let's just say that he was in love with her. No. So it's gotta be this one. 2 murders were carried out by the same murderer. Now what? Romantic confessional. Setups. Yep. We know all of that. Return to the crime scene. Why is it in plural? There's only one crime scene right now. Oh, excuse me.
Fraser doesn't have an alibi and he's extremely jealous.
You are very skilled at summing up.
And yet you haven't asked Japp to arrest him.
It is too soon. But I agree, without the letters announcing the crimes, Fraser would already be behind bars. Bon, I think we have enough elements. Let's reconstruct the events at the scene of the crime.
I can't imagine how the murderer wasn't seen, though. Surely she must have struggled.
Let us try and imagine the scene.
All right. So, the reconstruction.
The killer and the victim are walking on the beach. Miss Betty has a bag, a belt around her waist, and carries her shoes in her hand.
Okay.
Both of them walk slowly to hut number 5.
Did she go in? She went to it, I think.
Both of them walk slowly to hut number 6.
Yes. And then she put her shoes in.
Miss Betty enters the hut. She leaves without her belongings. Then she hides a code.
Okay, and they continue. And then, let's say she took her belt off. She thought some action was going to happen.
The killer tries to remove his victim's belt. She panics and tries to stop him. She runs away, pursued by her assailant.
No, there is no sign of a chase. Things must have happened differently. Let us think again, mon cher.
I feel...
The killer and the victim are walking on the beach. Miss Betty has a bag, a belt around her waist, and carries her shoes in her hand.
Okay.
Both of them walk slowly to hut number 5.
And then they advance to 6.
Both of them walk slowly to hut number 6.
Then she goes in, she changes.
Miss Betty enters the hut. She leaves without her belongings. Then she hides a code.
And then they keep going.
They keep walking. Then she removes her belt.
The murderer moves behind her and then attacks her by surprise. The body falls, lifeless, on the sand.
Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
That's it.
Without the ABC, we might have suspected Mr. Asher and Mr. Fraser. But by timing his crimes, the murderer is making sure he's accused. In a way, it is very generous of him.
Where did sound go? Okay, I think I'm gonna end this here. and pick up later. Like, favorite, subscribe, comments. Let me know if you want more. Alright.